Hello friends and sunflowers, my name is Elena and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be watching the first time and doing a reaction for the Sugar Rush Ride music video, the Japanese version for TXT, and I am so excited. The teaser kind of looked like it had lore, so we're just going to get right into it. I don't need to talk about things, I don't need to delay. Let's go. That kind of looks like the car from the end of Good Boy Gone Bad. Oh, yes. Okay, wait, a butterfly too? Okay, wait, we're going back already. The headlights look like the car of Good Boy Gone Bad to me. And it's just Yeonjun in the car. They have the money still, so maybe this is after Good Boy Gone Bad. Wait. But they burned the money in Good Boy Gone Bad, right? And the butterfly, the fish, obviously, that's specifically Yeonjun's reference. But the butterfly, are they going to Magic Island? Whoa, wait, I'm sorry, what did you hit? You know what this is weirdly making me think of? In the BTS story, there's a part where Jungkook, like, almost gets hit by a truck. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, that might not be even it. He might show what he hits, but... Because they don't show us here. Oof. And then there's Beomgyu with his bike. Okay, so Beomgyu didn't get arrested. Assuming, this is literally me assuming this is right after Good Boy Gone Bad, the Japanese version, where everyone gets, like, runs away and gets, arrested. I made a whole video about it if you're confused. That's what I'm basing this off of currently. That butterfly just looks so magical and purple that I'm like, oh, it's Magic Island. I wonder, this could, I guess, be also in tandem with the Korean version of Good Boy Gone Bad, because first of all, they're breaking, like, glass. What I do find really interesting is we see Taehyun and Beomgyu having a fight, and here it almost looks like I think it's symbolic that they've been fighting, because he wishes he could hit him right now. Again, this is through the story, not real life Taehyun and Beomgyu. But I find it really interesting, the cutaways, and then there's, like, the bird cages through the mirror, there's the bird cages through the glass. And Taehyun's always got the bird cages and the birds, so that you know, because he sees, like, the eagle, the parrot in his questioning film from, like, debut times, so there's, like, a lot of references to birds, so the fact that he's throwing it at the window with the birds is basically saying, like, he doesn't like this friendship. Ooh, feathers. Wait, is this how they end up in the place in Sugar Rush Ride? Is this the connection? No way! Wait, okay, hold on. Hold the phone, you guys. I think I've been operating on the idea that the Sugar Rush Ride, like, that whole thing is all one universe, and then the sort of thing where they're happening with Moa and Good Boy Gone Bad, Loser Lover, all of that, which this seems to be continuing off of, was a different universe, but this is looking like it's all in the same universe, and this is the bridge between how they get to Magic Island. I'm gonna keep watching. I might be wrong. I'm sorry, where are you running through, sir? It's a train. They're on the train. Well, Subin's on the train. Everyone else isn't. Oh my god. No, go out of the way. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is why you don't just push buttons. Where's Kai? Okay, Subin's on the train. That's fine. That makes sense. Is Kai in the train station, like, underneath, you know? Because that just looks like he's going straight, like, you know, through Narnia, through the wardrobe. He just goes straight through the window shop to Magic Island. I did always think there were multiple ways to get to Magic Island, but the train is the, like, main way, I think. And apparently, crashing your car. But we knew that. And then through the water as well, which we've seen in, like, Runaway. Through underwater. I'm so sorry. I just keep dancing. I'm having a good time. It's a TXT comeback, you guys. This is always the most exciting time. He literally runs into Magic Island. That's so cool with the train. Look at that. So it says Tuksum Park right here. Tuksum Park is where Magic Island is in their original like webtoon story as well. I do feel like the music videos have a slight disconnect from the webtoon. Please correct me if you think I'm wrong. They're very, very closely tied to a similar idea, but they don't necessarily 100% overlap, especially the older music videos. But Tuksum Park is literally where a place called Magic Island exists in the like webtoon, and it's where Magic Island, a theme park, exists. Of course, there's actually Magic Island, but it's a different thing. And then Tuksum Park here is where their Magic Island that they go to with the forest and like the Sugar Rush Ride music video basically takes place. Like that is Magic Island, right? This is Korea and this area is Tuksum Park for whatever reason. That's like a wormhole, or I feel like that area overlaps very specifically with where their Magic Island is. So when they go to and from it, you'll always see them referencing Tuksum Park. It was in like the Dooms Night. You could really see like the there's like this like highway or something. I don't know. I don't live there, but I've never been there, unfortunately. But there's like this highway that kind of like does a big loop around. Even in Taeyeon's intro, there was this highway that they literally filmed in Tuksum Park. So basically this is confirmation they're going to Magic Island. So this is the bridge between the two. But I also still think there's multiple versions, multiple parallel universes where things are happening slightly different, or they're like parallel stories. So anyway, that's really cool. They're bridging the gap here. He's underwater. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. There's a bird cage there. Butterflies, yep. That was a very interesting close-up on that bird cage, though. I thought there was something in it, but I didn't see anything. Oh my god. They found Yeonjun in the forest! This is making me think of like Nap of a Star and like the lore of that. They're like, oh, we came together in the forest. We found each other. Where's my book? And like in this lore, too, they literally... Wait, hold on. Right, because he's sad. And then in this frame, they're like, whoa, your antlers look great. I met friends in the deep forest where I hid from people's eyes. So again, they're meeting friends in the forest. It's the same. This story is so cyclical. I'm so happy. Ooh, and the trees are alive. I think it was the Japanese Blue Hour music video where the bushes started dancing. But also the Magic Island music video, they had like illustrations where the trees had like faces, like noses and eyes and stuff. And even in the Nap of the Star music video, they used birch trees because it kind of looks like a lot of like eyes looking at you. Basically, this island is alive, which is why it sucks when they burn it. What did he put on there? What is that goop? My dude. Okay, but it's a plus because TXT. It looks like the X more than the T, but anyway. And they're napping, because it's like when you're asleep too, like you're dreaming. There's a lot of different ways to get to Magic Island. It's weird that... Okay, wait. The feather is very interesting. Well, hold on. Because he picks up this feather here. But, like, Kai is the one with wings, but then we do know that Subin's character also figures out how to get wings because of the end of the Dooms Night. But I don't think any of them have transformed. I feel like they would have shown it at this one. I also find it really funny that Enhypen just had a music video drop that has wings in it. But I do feel like they've deviated from what was previously feeling like a complete universe. I feel like they've deviated from that. I could be wrong. But keeping in mind, again, just that they happen to also just have a music video drop with feathers in it, and it's odd timing that they also have feathers in the TXT one. But again, it fits with TXT's lore, and the feathers also fit with Enhypen's lore, so. Ooh. The like, dust from the, butterflies makes me think of pixie dust. But it also looks like it's bad. Maybe they're gonna hallucinate? I don't know. The car's there. But, like, that was weird. We could see through the eye of the butterfly. It's Loser Lover! Okay, wait. If this is Loser Lover, what? Okay, I knew it. Zero by One Love Song. I'm sorry. Those music videos just they because they're so connected in my brain. When I worked on it, they were together, and so I sometimes have trouble remembering which one was from which music video. But no, this was Zero by One Love Song, where at the end they have the like money and they're throwing it away, and then they drive off the end, right? Zero by One Love Song. What is this? Loser Lover? Oh my god, is this the part where they drive off the end? Or is this the Loser Lover where he was alone previously? But they still have evidence of, like, the car crash. But the car is, like, okay? Wait, what? Oh my god. Okay, we're watching it again, immediately. So, I'm trying to figure out if this is before or after Moa betrays them, because they do have the money. But the beginning scene... and this, the beginning scenes with the car crash and the bike, and especially Taeyeon and Bongyu, make me think that it's happening afterwards, but the fact that he has any money, maybe they didn't burn all of the money? It's just really confusing to me. Like, maybe he hasn't realized that he was in trouble yet, or this is afterwards and he still has more money. I don't know. I wonder what kind of butterfly that is. If anyone knows, like, the underside of the wings... because it's got, like, a pretty distinct pattern. It's not, like, a monarch or anything, but, like, you know, I played Animal Crossing for a long time, and, it hasn't helped me. I don't know what butterfly this is. But here, like, he wakes up from a bike crash. That's literally how he ended the Japanese Good Boy Gone Bad music video. He's in the butt. Like, so it's, like, confusing information. I'm trying to remember my timeline. Did Loser Lover happen? No, what? I didn't believe that Loser Lover happened after Japanese Good Boy Gone Bad music video, because the only one after the Japanese Good Boy Gone Bad video is the Korean Good Boy Gone Bad video. The timeline in my head is like 0 by 1 equals Love Song and tentatively Loser Lover, because like Loser Lover has like flashbacks with Happy Moa going into Loser Lover. And then after Loser Lover goes into the Japanese Good Boy Gone Bad video, because it immediately has that same end scene with the car going to Magic Island, and they kind of come out of that. It was, you know, shown that's when Moa betrays them. Blah, 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 a bunch of stuff happens. Yeonjun's driving by himself. That's where this one seems to pick off. But then the ending of it looks like they've gone back in time, which maybe they did. They did rewind time a couple times before. I don't know if that's my final theory on that, though. You know. And then also, I love the little callback here with the Band-Aid, because they do that in Runaway. The only thing is that usually Bongyu is the one who puts the Band-Aid on, so now Taeyeon's doing it, which is like, yeah. So Taeyeon's the one to put the Band-Aid on, so Taeyeon is the new fixer of things, which is strange because Bongyu's the healer. And in other music videos, Bongyu's seen putting Band-Aids on people, specifically on Yeonjun. But now it kind of looks like Kai and Bongyu are besties. Bongyu is still not necessarily interacting with Taeyeon, but, you know, maybe they get up. Maybe they're like, okay, this is fine. We'll be okay. Maybe they're not besties, but, like, it's fine. There's so many different interesting perspectives in this. Like, we look through the eye of the butterfly, we're seeing them through the eyes of the island. I also think it's, like, got something to say, because when they're at a low point, the first thing they do, even if it seems to be by accident, is to escape, to go to Magic Island. And I feel like that is something that a lot of people can relate to. And if you watched my video about the Sugar Rush Ride music video, I talk about how the island and everything is a temptation to them. It's a temptation to forget about their real life and just, you know, I do think it fixes some problems for them, like it brings them back together, according to the music video, but also you have to be wary, which is what Sugar Rush Ride is about, right? It's weary because it's such a nice place to escape to that's better than what was going on in their life with Good Boy Gone Bad. I guess technically this is all still just that timeline. At first I was like, oh, it seems like it's bridging the two together, but I actually still think there's two separate stories, because the other one, I had the train only, like they crashed from the Magic Island music video, which is the other timeline of TXT, the other story of TXT, the one that follows more closely the webtoon. And then there's this one, which seems to be a very similar story, but follows its own music video story timeline. And I think this is still the music video story timeline. We just have information from the other timeline to help us out. I feel like I'm going a little bit crazy, but if that makes sense. You have the TXT universe, the Starseekers timeline, which is not this. And then you have 0 by 1 equals love song, loser lover timeline, you know, where he steals, or Yeonjun steals the money. That's this timeline. It's the same. But even though they both have Magic Island in common, I don't think it's necessarily the same Magic Island, and even if it's symbolically the same type of place. Because I feel like in this timeline, for this music video, they don't actually have magic powers, but in the other timeline, they do. So it's like a different story. I hope that makes sense. I love how everything's connected here. Bongyu wakes up the bike. Makes sense. Taein's in the bath still. Makes sense. He's still at the place where they burned the money. And they fought. Makes sense. Kai, who I love the shot, the way they're like connected, the water dripping down into where Kai's standing. Maybe he did escape. It was kind of tentative whether he got caught or not at the end of Good Boy Gone Bad. It kind of looked like he might have been because he could see the police flashing lights, but unlike Subin, it wasn't as explicitly shown, so maybe he managed to hide away or something. Because this does seem to be almost immediately after. Subin did get caught, but maybe they just put him on a train home. They're like, oh, you're not the one we're after. I can't logic on why Subin is on the train right now. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think, why do you think Subin is on the train when he would have just gotten caught? Bongyu is always following the butterflies. And it's clearly a late night train. Like, there's no one else on this train. Mind you, when they start to travel to Magic Island, everyone else disappears in the Magic Island music video, so I guess the same rules apply. So even if there was another person on that train, they can't see each other anymore, I think. I also love, like, there's like the exit behind him, which makes sense. He's coming from the door. He was leaning against the door previously and then ran through it. But I always think it's really interesting when they show exit signs in these kinds of music videos because they're almost always running away from them because like they don't want to exit to reality. They want to be in the dream. And this is him literally running into the dream. Very cool. I know that they're just using the surroundings and that's just how they shot it, but I also feel like it can be symbolic because if they wanted to, they absolutely could have covered up that exit sign. Absolutely. I don't even know if that's technically what they look like in those trains. I've never been on a train that looked like that, so just something to consider that he's running away from the exit to real life. Oh, but then I just realized this train is called Promise. Let's bring up the other Sugar Rush Ride music video for a second. I'm sorry. Ugh. But see, the trains look different. But this train is still called Promise, which is their promise. It has to do with their promise they made to each other to always be together. Here, it's called that, and that's what it's called in the other one, too. So does it bridge the gap? This does look like a different train. It's possible that this is like an overlapping point in time. This happens in multiple ways, because that does make sense to me. Do you guys think this is like the two timelines diverged and then come together? Or do you think it's two timelines and they come together but like it's very similar? You know what I mean? Because I do think like Promise is a reference to. So let me know if you think that it's like separate or something. What I like about this is that when they've set Yeonjun up here, the way that this is, it's like he has the cut on his cheek, but he's not injured because it's Magic Island. It's like a dream. It's magical. And then Subin offers his hand. Okay, interesting because previously it's been Kai who offers his hand, the one with the angel wings. Maybe that's how Subin gets the angel wings. I don't know. Like offering help to someone. And then the breathing tree. Because in the Korean version of the Sugar Rush Ride music video, when he does that, well, Subin does that, and he spots stuff at Mantis and stuff. But that's where they start to notice their, like, bird and mantis and animal. You know what I mean? It cuts away from what we see. What is that? Kind of looks like a rock. Or like an egg. A dragon egg. But it's too small to be a dragon egg. Well, at least in my head, it's too small to be a dragon egg. Or it could be like the thing that he like has a familiar for, like he can summon animals and stuff in the storyline. That that would support the merging timeline theory. But then so does he crush the egg? Kai, does he crush the egg? Is that what happens there? He like, this is an egg, haha, crushes it? Because that's certainly what it looks like. Why is Kai looking evil right now? His like satisfied smirk is like, yeah, you never will be born. His satisfied smirk is a little frightening there. Was that gonna be a dragon egg, do you think? Because like the dragon is like a major antagonist to the story, because when the dragon comes, that means the apocalypse comes. I'm sorry. It's like 6 in the morning and the ground is vibrating. What's up with that too? We've never seen that, I think. And the car looks pretty okay. It doesn't look like it was in a car accident. This part is weird to me. Also, we never saw Taeyeon wake up. I don't know if that was just cut, but it's kind of weird that he's like awake. Is that really Taeyeon? I'm sorry, is that really Taeyeon? I'm actually like concerned now, because like that's really weird. But it does, I do like the callbacks to their music videos. And now they're back on the highway, going through the water. And that's when he lets out the... What? The timeline is so confusing. Because he lets out the fish in the sky, which were then in the sky later. Or did he let the fish in the sky and the fish are always in the sky now, even if it's in the past, because time is a concept. I'm very confused. I'm gonna have to think about this. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Because like the way that they shot that... I'm sorry, we're back to Good Boy Gone Bad. First of all, Kai's the one with the cut there in Good Boy Gone Bad. But like that looks like they meant you to believe like that you're coming from that. You know what I mean? This setup makes me think of Blue Hour as well. Where they look out onto the setting sun of like the Ferris wheel in the background and everything, where Beomgyu's sad. Wait, are they in the same order? Yeonjun, Soobin, Taeyeon. Oh, it's not the same order. Slightly different. The like angle of this shot, it makes me think of this angle. It's a little bit different, but it looks like it in my memory. I do feel like that's, and like it has the arm around the shoulder, and he's like, wait, this happened before, but it was different. And it was to Beomgyu, and now he's putting on the band-aid with Beomgyu's. Remember how I said they switch roles? I've talked about them like switching places because they get bored in one specific like role, one specific power, so they trade places. I feel like this is kind of that too. So much to consider. Again, I'm not sure what the feather symbolizes. Freedom? I don't know. But there's a lot to think about. Wow. Please let me know how you liked this music video, and if you did like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed with notifications turned on so that YouTube tells you every single time I post a long form video. All of my social media is linked in the description down below. And of course, I want to give a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to become a patron, the link is in the description down below. And as it is, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay sunny, everyone. Bye!